Welcome to Bienvenue's How to Become Fluent in French podcast, where we share tips and tricks to help you in your journey to speak French fluently. Hi everyone, my name is Danielle Hayduck and I am the founder of Bienvenue French Language School, currently teaching remotely from France. When I was 11, I moved to France, and without speaking a word of the language, my mother sent me to public school, so it was sink or swim. In 3 months, I taught myself to speak French fluently, and I ranked number 1 in my class 2 months after that. 10 years later, I did the same thing with Spanish. It's on my personal experience that I have based the Bienvenue method. Forget conjugating verbs for hours, flashing stacks of cards to try to remember useless words or their gender. Let me teach you French with my more intuitive and efficient method. I love compound nouns. The idea of sticking 2 words together or joining them with the versatile de makes you stretch your imagination because of their absurdity, oftentimes making them really easy to remember. Not only do you retain the compound noun, but you also remember the 2 words that you put together. So it's like getting 3 words for the price of 1. For example, every French student knows how to say potato, apple of the earth, la pomme de terre. Why is that? Because the stranger a compound noun is, the easier it is to remember. One of my favorite compound nouns is also a fun hobby. The word cerf, C-E-R-F, means deer. Volant comes from the verb voler, meaning to fly. Put the verb to fly in the gerund, that is the form that sticks ing to the end of the verb, and you have flying. Put them together and you have un cerf volant. In other words, a flying deer. So what on earth is a flying deer? Well, let me just give you a hint by putting it into a sentence. Je joue avec mon cerf volant sur la plage. Why don't you repeat it after me? Je joue avec mon cerf volant sur la plage. Let's do that again. Je joue avec mon cerf volant sur la plage. So, what can you play with on a beach that flies? That's right, un cerf volant. It's a kite, un cerf volant. Let's stay with the animals. The adjective chauve means bald. It's C-H-A-U-V-E, chauve. Une souris, S-O-U-R-I-S, you probably know to mean mouse. So what do you think a bald mouse is? I'll give you a hint by putting it into a sentence. Les chauves-souris sortent la nuit. The bald mice come out at night. Repeat after me. Les chauves-souris sortent la nuit. Again. Les chauves-souris sortent la nuit. So what is a bald mouse? Une chauve-souris? It's a bat. The French are known for their elaborate castles. Chateau is the word for castle, but you knew that. Combine the word chateau with D apostrophe and O, E-A-U, the word for water, and you have something that loses its majestic nature but serves its purpose, a water castle. So here's a hint. Le château d'eau de ma ville est très haut. My town's water castle is very high. Repeat after me. Le château d'eau de ma ville est très haut. Again. Le château d'eau de ma ville est très haut. So what is a château d'eau? It's a water tower. Okay, now let's move on to a couple of body parts. Un doigt. You probably know it to mean a finger. Add to it the word pied, and you have un doigt de pied, a foot finger. Un doigt de pied. In this case, if it's new for you, I'll give you a hint. J'ai 10 doigts de pied. Repeat after me. J'ai 10 doigts de pied. J'ai 10 doigts de pied. So what is a foot finger? Yes, of course, it's a toe. There's another word that I really like. It's called un casse-tête. The verb casser means to break, and tête means head. Put them together to form un casse-tête. So what is a breakhead or a head breaker? Let me give you a little hint. Rubik's Cube est un vrai casse-tête. Rubik's Cube is a real head breaker. Repeat after me. Rubik's Cube est un vrai casse-tête. Rubik's Cube est un vrai casse-tête. So what's a head breaker? A brain teaser. Here's another animal compound noun. Take the word dent, which means tooth, D-E-N-T. Add de lion, of a lion. A lion's tooth. Here's a hint. Il y a beaucoup de dents de lion dans mon jardin au printemps. There are a lot of lion's teeth in my garden in the spring. All right, why don't you repeat after me? Il y a beaucoup de dents de lion dans mon jardin au printemps. Il y a beaucoup de dents de lion dans mon jardin au printemps. So the easiest way to figure this one out is by repeating it faster and faster, because its English counterpart is directly derived from the French. So let's try it. Dents de lion. 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 Got it? Yes, it's a dandelion. Dents de lion. Here's another compound noun that came into English directly from the French. Un cul-de-sac, a cul-de-sac. Cul means bottom. Sac means bag. So un cul-de-sac literally is the bottom of the sack or bottom of the bag. Let's pronounce it in French. Un cul-de-sac. Un cul-de-sac. Now let's talk about something that all cities and towns have in France. L'hôtel de ville. Hôtel is, of course, hotel and refers to the act of hosting. Ville means town or city. So l'hôtel de ville is the city hotel. And no, it's not a brothel. Here's your hint. Je vais voir le maire à l'hôtel de ville. I'm going to see the mayor at the city hotel. Je vais voir le maire à l'hôtel de ville. Let's do it again. Je vais voir le maire à l'hôtel de ville. So what is l'hôtel de ville? Yeah, it's town hall or city hall. That's right. Un coup could mean a coup or a strike of luck or a hit. Add to it cœur, un coup de cœur, strike of the heart. Here's a hint. J'ai eu un coup de cœur devant ces chaussures. I had a strike of the heart in front of these shoes. Let me say it again. J'ai eu un coup de cœur devant ces chaussures. J'ai eu un coup de cœur devant ces chaussures. So what do you think coup de cœur means? It means to fall for something or fall in love with something. You would use it to talk about something you can't live without. J'ai eu un coup de cœur. The following one doesn't make much sense to me either in English or in French, quite frankly. But since the French closely follow fashion trends, I thought it might be important to include this one. We're once again going to use the word pied, foot, and add poule, chicken. Pied de poule. Pied de poule. Here's your hint. J'adore ce manteau pied de poule. I love this chicken foot coat. Repeat after me. J'adore ce manteau pied de poule. J'adore ce manteau pied de poule. Any idea? Yeah, chicken foot. Of course, it's hound's tooth. a houndstooth coat. Yeah, I told you it didn't make much sense, but there you have it. The last compound noun we're going to talk about is a fashion statement, adopted by women and men. You've probably heard the word queue, une queue, that we use in English for a line, queue, as in a line in a store, but it also means tail. Pair it up with the word cheval, yes, horse, and you have une queue de cheval, a horsetail. So what's a horsetail? Here's your hint. During the quarantine, a lot of men sported a horsetail. Let's repeat it. Pendant le confinement, beaucoup d'hommes portaient une queue de cheval. Pendant le confinement, beaucoup d'hommes portaient une queue de cheval. So what is une queue de cheval? It has to do with hair. And instead of being a horsetail, it's a ponytail in English. Ponytail. Queue de cheval. So let's go over these compound nouns again. Apple of the earth. Une pomme de terre. Repeat, une pomme de terre. Flying deer. Un cerf-volant. Un cerf-volant. The bald mouse. Une chauve-souris. Une chauve-souris. Water castle. Un château d'eau. Un château d'eau. The finger of the foot. Un doigt de pied. Un doigt de pied. The head breaker. Un casse-tête. Un casse-tête. Tooth of the lion. Une dent de lion. Une dent de lion. The bottom of the bag. Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. Town hotel. Un hôtel de ville. Un hôtel de ville. Strike to the heart. Un coup de cœur. Un coup de cœur. And finally, the horsetail. Une queue de cheval. Une queue de cheval. I hope you found this episode interesting. There certainly is room for another episode on compound nouns, but until then, please remember that the key to becoming fluent in French is speaking. It doesn't matter how many podcast shows or how much radio you listen to, you cannot become fluent if the words don't come out of your mouth. You can find more information about our programs for all levels at our website, FrenchLanguage.net. À bientôt!